To become a real-life superhero, you first have to become a leader. To become a leader, you have to learn from the best in the world. Anna Godfrey is one of the world's foremost leadership experts, and she's here to walk you along the path to becoming a leadership superhero. Welcome to the Leader More Theory.
Hey everyone, you're listening to the Leader More Theory. To be more, you must leader more. And I'm Anna Godfrey. I'm so excited to be here with you. And we have Shannon Lemos back with us again today. Very excited to have her. Say hi, Shannon.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Anna, for having me back.
Yay. We have a couple announcements to make. We are taking the Leader More Theory down to one podcast a week. So check out us on iTunes or Stitcher every Monday. And also, Shannon is going to be a permanent guest host with us here on the Leader More Theory. So congratulations and welcome to the Leader More Theory team.
Yay. Thank you. I'm so happy to be a part of this and being with you and talking and getting some points out. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm very excited and I'm honored.
Shannon is so fun. We laugh a lot. So this is going to be, she's going to be a great addition to our show. Today we want to talk about dream casting and vision and really knowing where you're going and knowing why you're doing the business or the journey that you're doing. Shannon, I know that you're a big believer in vision and knowing why you're doing this. Can you give us a little bit on where to start? What we should be doing to begin the journey?
Well, you are correct. I am very big on vision. I think it's important because I think that everyone has dreams, everyone has goals, everyone has passions, everyone wants something out of their life. Doesn't matter if it's, extra income, if they want to take a vacation, if they want to be very successful in their company and their business, if they want to be a leader, everyone has goals, right? But I think that you need to have that vision. You need to be able to see it, because I think that once you see it in your head, then you know how to get there. So I think that you have to take some steps back, of course. Basically, how do you know you're on the right path? I think that there's baby steps to get that vision. And I think that it's a stepping stone. Are you happy doing what you're doing? Are you passionate about it? Is there meaning? Is this giving you purpose? And I think that once you see that vision, I think it's clear that yes, you're on that right path. You're making the right choices, because then you're clearly seeing it in your head. It's not foggy anymore. So you know exactly what you need to do to get there.
A great place to start. I don't know if you're a dream board person, but I always suggest to my team that let's do a dream board. Make sure we have everything written down, everything visual. That way it's out there into the universe. I feel like it shows that you're more serious about where you're going and you know what you want.
Right, and you're committed,
Yes.
You're committed. You see that vision and you're committed to taking those steps and the actions that are needed to get your goal or to make your vision happen. It's important. I agree 100% with you, Anna.
In my experience over the past, 3 or 4 years with my current team, the people I see with very successful businesses, very motivated and action-filled days, they are really connected to why they are doing this.
Mm-hmm.
The why they're doing it makes them emotional. It really touches their heart.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's doing it for your family or trying to get out of debt or trying to save your house from foreclosure, they have a deep connection to that why. Yep. And that drives them to become more successful. Mm-hmm. And it also allows them to dream bigger. I think something that holds people back, them not feeling they're worthy of success or they're worthy of being where they want to be.
Right. I see a lot of people doing that. Like they're not worthy of it, or I can't do this. There's a lot of, I think they're focusing on the wrong why, actually, What you're doing is it's that drive. Like, for instance, my family has a huge drive. My boys are my rock. I do everything I do for them. But what happened with me was I actually found an opportunity where I'm actually helping people too in the long run. And I know that, and like you said, that emotional connect, I feel like I have a purpose here. I'm doing more than just getting financially secure. I'm making a difference. And when you have that connection and you have that effect on people, it goes back to that vision. It just makes it so much more clear, so much more worthwhile. Then it all, just comes together. And I think that people don't see that. I think they let their fears kind of get in the way. Like they're going to have that vision, but that vision is just going to be a dream, really. I mean, it's just something that's floating in their head, but never actually happening because they're stopping themselves. They're not allowing themselves to say, yeah, I'm worthy of whatever I want. I can achieve whatever I want. They stop themselves. So encouragement is good. And I think as leaders and, team members, it's always good for that support. Help people find their vision. Ask questions. Why are you doing this? I mean, are you happy doing it? Because you have to be happy, I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to find the fun in it because, I mean, what's the point? I mean, if you're not having fun doing it and you don't love doing it and it's not something that you're doing by leading with your heart, then why are you doing it? You need to know. You need to make sure you love doing it and that you feel that you have a purpose.
Exactly.
Or you could just get a regular job if
Exactly.
But
you could, but I think that, like I said, just love what you do. Go in with that passion because that is what's going to help you. Sometimes it's funny when I see that vision. Do you know what honestly happens? I think like financially, everyone's working. I mean, let's be real, to get financially secure too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I think that if you focus more on the helping and the connecting and talking, with others and your team, then the financial security comes, and that's something hard for people to adjust to too. It's like they want everything now, and it just isn't now. You have to really work with others, but you're doing it because you love it, and that's what makes you wake up in the morning. That's your goal, is to talk to people that day and share what you think is a benefit to them, something that you're passionate about, and you go out and do that every day. Now, is every day going to be perfect? I think everyone's going to have their ups and downs, but the vision is still the same, and it's all going to come together if you just know that why.
I completely agree with that point because in a business like we are, we're in network marketing, and in the beginning, you are going to work, and especially if you're leading, your reward is going to come later.
Right.
And hard to see sometimes and keep your eye on that vision, that bigger picture when you're working and not seeing a ton of return at that moment.
Right.
But, 6 months from now, that return you're going to start to see a shift. And it's going to be bigger and better. And it's because you're out there helping as many people as you can. And really, a business like this is not about us. It's about everybody else and about how many people we can help. Once people decide that and they know that, then I think their vision is going to become more clear. The people who stick with a business like this, they are the ones that they have a strong why and a clear vision of where they want to go. And during the hard times and the down times, they commit to working on that personal development to get them through that hard time and to really focus on that bigger picture, that end result. And a lot of times you learn more on the journey. Do you know one thing that really helped me and some of my team members out? Writing down in detail, like your ideal day, where you're going, what your big picture is, who's going to be part of it, how you're feeling. So I really encourage people to do that.
Into it. Yeah. It's like get involved. And I think the more you are involved I mean, if you think about it, it's like a mission to yourself. It's like your statement saying, this is what I want. And you're trying to see the people that are in it, the people that you would like in it, and even beyond that. But it's good to write it down, get the goals out. And it's funny, from when I started from day one to where I am now, if you look back at what I wrote a year ago and what I am now, I've come a long way. So my vision is, we're going in the right direction, but now my vision's even bigger. And I think it's bigger because it's clear. Everything's coming together. Everyone has that vision, but I think you should dream big, make your visions big, but just know to get there, you got to just take those baby steps and those actions, write it down. And it's funny, you'll find it interesting. Like I said, if you look back what you wrote on day one and then look back a year and say, wow, because sometimes it's hard for people, even 6 months, why not? Like do a self-check. What progress have I made? Because sometimes in our line of work, people don't feel like they're making progress, but they are. They're growing. They're growing mentally. They've got the picture. They've got the vision. They have the belief, the commitment, and you need all of that, And I think that sometimes people, and I've done it before too, where you self-doubt yourself, but you still got to get up and say, hey, no, especially since, there's people under you counting on you too. So that's it. You've got to, you'll find yourself amazed when you look back, because you are making progress. Even though you don't think you are, you've probably come leaps and bounds without really knowing it. But writing things down and making sure that your vision's on track, I think is important. Maybe I got a tangent there, but
no, that's okay. It is important because, I've in the beginning, like 3.5 years ago when I started the current company that I'm in, we were so drowning in debt. Like I couldn't even imagine seeing past, our house being in foreclosure. I couldn't imagine seeing past all of that debt that was weighing us down. So when people are so bogged down by debt and stress in their life, they have a hard time seeing those better things for themselves. Through my journey, we pulled ourselves out of all of that, and we're completely changed and completely different. Our lives are completely different.
That's awesome. It really
and I can dream of taking my girls and traveling around the world because I know that it's possible because we're not so suffocated anymore. So what I dream now is completely different than 3.5 years ago.
Exactly.
And, I want to make a point about momentum because, you and I are both in a company, we're in separate companies, but we're both in a company that are going through momentum.
Mm-hmm.
People who catch onto that vision right away during momentum, they are building a legacy. They are changing their family for generations to come because a company only grows one time. So you are in the beginning of changing the world.
Exactly. And to get on it. And that's what a lot of people, and that took me a long time to realize too, it's like that momentum. Once people start getting that and right now I'm very excited about the momentum, the things that are going on. We are making a difference and we are making a change. And those people that are getting in now, I mean, a year from now, 2 years from now, they're going to be blown away with what they've built. I mean, it excites me, actually.
Yeah.
Really
would
exciting.
You work really hard for 4 or 5 years to build something massive and change hundreds of thousands of people's lives? Absolutely.
Of course.
I would work hard for 4 to 5 years to build something that is going to make an impact in the world. Both of our businesses are very global and our products are changing people's lives.
Yeah.
And our opportunities are changing people's lives. And I feel that the people like us who are helping one person at a time, that this compound effect, it's going to spread like a plague, and we're going to help a large part of our generation.
It's huge. It's a huge thing to actually think about, because all it is like, if you think about it, you touch one person and then, and do you know what's really great is how I think about it is with the opportunity. For me, it's like when I'm talking to someone, it's funny. I'm not really reaching out to them with like a money thing. I'm actually reaching out to this person because I know that if, this product can help them, why not? And if I don't say anything to that person, then I have not opened that door for that person to even know what it is. And let's say they love the opportunity. They love that I shared with them. And then that person goes and tells the next person. I mean, it's something very, it's awesome because you are touching these people's lives and you're making an impact and you're making a difference. And I mean, like you said, it's like global. I mean, it's not just here in our states and our cities and this and that. You can reach out to so many people and you're making a difference in that person's life. And that's what it's about,
Yeah, it's amazing what one decision can do. One person decides to do something and they change thousands of people's lives.
Yeah.
And that one decision started it off. It's amazing. I know, like with my business, the moment I decided I was going to make it work, my belief level went up.
Oh, yeah.
My confidence went up. And I made it work.
Right.
It's that decision. You have to decide that you are worth your bigger vision. You have to decide that your why is strong enough to push you through those bad times.
Right. Exactly. Like you do have a reason. You do have a purpose. I couldn't agree more with you. It is when you have that moment. It's the moment because, you can always do, you can do as much as you want. You know, you can do a little, you can do a lot. You know, the choice is yours. But if you go in and you say, this is it, this is my decision, and I'm all in, and I'm going to give it my all, like you said, your confidence goes up. You start talking to people, and you're going in there, you know, you're going in there with your beliefs and your purpose, and, you know, you're not as shy or tongue-tied because you know better. Like, you know this is it. And it is a really kind of a life-changing thing when you hit that moment and you say yes, and you've made that choice. Then everything, and that's what I mean, that yes, that moment that you decide, that's when your vision is going to come clear. You might have seen a vacation, right? You know, let's say you finally say yes. Now your vacation that you're dreaming of has blue waters and this kind of place. It's deeper. It's clear. You know what I mean? Everything's more in focus, in tune, and it's all because you decided this was it. That was your time. And then everything changes.
I'm going to throw out a challenge to all of our listeners. Every single action you take needs to take you one step closer to your vision. If it does not, then you're not following the right path. So I want you to really document what you do every day. Like for like 2 or 3 days, write down the things that you do every day and really look through there and say, is this taking me closer to what I want?
Right.
And if you don't know what you want, you need to start with writing down, doing your vision board, what you want in life. You know, what's that bigger thing for you? What's that thing past the thing that you're doing? For me, my business is my vehicle to get me to where I want to be, you know, down the road, like 10, 15, 20 years.
Right. Yeah.
So where's your vehicle taking you?
That's awesome, Anna. Love it. Everyone's ready for a challenge. It's always good. Put it down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, test yourself. Just test yourself. You're going to find out if you're very happy what you're doing too. It's like, and that was the thing for me. Before I was, you know, where I am now, I had a lot of things going on, and I had to sit there and think. I mean, I had to rewrite everything again. You know what I mean? I had to write down my vision again. And it's like, you know, what is it that I want? You know, what do I need to sacrifice to get this? Is this really what I want to sacrifice? You know, what are the things that I'm doing to take me one step closer to where I need to be? And like I said, writing it down is always the first step, and then following through. You got to take the actions, you know, even if it's a little bit every day. That's what I think. I mean, those little steps add up.
Absolutely. So after you finish your challenge, your vision board, your couple of days of journaling of your action steps, and if it's taking you closer to your bigger vision, I want you to go to your social media and post a picture of it, hashtag Leader More, and Shannon and I can, you know, see your vision board. So
that's so fun. Yay. I like that challenge. I had to throw that out there.
Thank you for the enthusiasm, Shannon. All right. Thank you so much for listening to the Leader More Theory. We will talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Do you feel like a true leadership superhero now? That's great, but there's still more to do. Head over to annagodfrey.com/free book and download Superhero Leadership, the super book for the leadership mindset right now. It's absolutely free, and it'll change your life. We'll see you next time on the Leader More Theory.